Hey warriors, somebody in your life is using a trick on you. You cannot see it. They have been using it for years, and every time they use it, a small piece of your freedom disappears without your permission. Last week, I watched a man change his entire opinion in a 5-minute conversation. He wasn't convinced. He was guilted into it. He didn't even notice. He walked away thinking he had agreed on his own, but his mind had been moved by someone else's hands. This happens to most people every single day. Friends do it, family does it, bosses do it, strangers do it on the internet. Tiny invisible hands keep reaching into your mind. They move your thoughts. They shift your opinions. They pull you in directions you never chose. You don't see it. That is the whole point. If you could see the strings, you would cut them. But 500 years ago, a man named Machiavelli understood these strings better than anyone alive. He saw exactly how people get pulled, used, and quietly owned. He left behind lessons that most people will never read. Today, I am going to give you 8 of those secrets. 8 laws of mental freedom. 8 rules that will make you almost impossible to manipulate, control, or own. But fair warning, once you see how these games are played, you cannot unsee them. You will start spotting them in your relationships, your job, your family, even your friend groups. You may lose some people on the way. You will also gain something most people never get to keep in this life: your own mind. Drop this affirmation in the comments before we begin. My mind belongs to me. Stay with me till the end. The last secret is the one that ties all the others together. Most people quit too early and never get to it. Don't be most people. Let's start. Secret 1. You are already trapped, and you don't even know it. Here is the first thing you have to accept. Right now, your mind is not fully yours. Not yet. Pieces of it belong to your parents. Pieces belong to your old teachers. Pieces belong to ex-friends, ex-partners, old bosses, strangers from years ago. Every person who ever influenced you left a small piece of themselves inside your thinking. That voice in your head saying, "Don't speak up," is not yours. Someone put it there. That fear of disappointing people is not yours. Someone trained it into you. That guilt you feel when you say no is not yours. Someone planted it. That doubt about your worth is not yours. Someone handed it to you years ago, and you've been carrying it ever since. You have been carrying these borrowed voices for so long that you think those voices are you. This is the trap, and most people live inside it their whole lives. They call those borrowed voices their personality. They call those installed fears their nature. They defend their cage as if it were home. You are not going to do that. You are going to do something rare. You are going to look at your own mind from the outside, like a stranger examining a house. You are going to ask one question over and over again until it becomes a habit. Whose voice is this, really? When that fear pops up, ask it. Whose voice is this? When that guilt hits you, ask it. Whose voice is this? When that doubt slows you down, ask it. Whose voice? You will be shocked at how few of your thoughts were actually yours to begin with. Machiavelli once wrote, "Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times." But you cannot change your conduct if you don't even know what's controlling it. Awareness is the first key. You cannot escape a cage you don't know you're in. Most people are owned. They just don't know who owns them. You are about to find out. Now drop this line in the comments. I see the cage now. Secret 2. Cut the approval cord. There is a thin, invisible cord that runs from your chest to other people. You cannot see it, but it is there. Every time you need someone to like you, that cord gets tighter. This is the leash. This is how they hold you. Manipulators don't need to threaten you. They don't need to attack you. They just need to know that you want their approval. The moment they know this, you belong to them. They give you a smile when you obey. They take the smile away when you don't, and you quietly adjust your behavior just to keep the smile coming. You don't even realize you are doing it. You think you are just being nice. You are not. You are trading tiny pieces of yourself for tiny doses of approval. The cure is hard, but the idea is simple. You stop needing the approval. Not pretending you don't need it, actually not needing it. This is the real work. Every time you catch yourself bending your truth to make someone happy, stop. Every time you say yes when your gut says no, stop. Every time you smile when you feel nothing, stop. Every time you laugh at something that wasn't funny, stop. These small surrenders are how they own you. Each one is a thread on the leash. Cut them one by one. Notice something interesting. The people who try hardest to control you are usually the same people whose approval you wanted most. That is not random. They saw the leash before you did, and they used it. Machiavelli said, "He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command." But before you can command anything in your own life, you have to stop begging for permission to exist. Your approval is your most valuable currency. Stop giving it away for free. Stop trading it for crumbs of validation that disappear by morning. The day you no longer need anyone to clap for you is the day no one can quietly run you anymore. Drop this phrase below: I cut the approval cord. Secret 3. Guilt is a weapon. Stop picking it up. Here is one of the oldest tricks on earth, and almost everyone falls for it. When someone wants to control you, they do not always shout. They do not always threaten. The smart ones use guilt, because guilt makes you control yourself for them. They don't have to lift a finger. You do all the work. A guilty person is easy to move. A guilty person says yes when they want to say no. A guilty person gives time, money, and energy they don't even have. A guilty person stays in places they should have left a long time ago. A guilty person tolerates what they should never tolerate. This is why guilt is the perfect tool. It looks like your own feeling, so you don't question it, you just obey it. But here is the secret. Most of the guilt you feel is not yours. It was handed to you by a parent who used it, by a partner who learned it, by a friend who needed it, by a culture that taught it. You need to learn the difference between real guilt and planted guilt. Real guilt comes when you actually hurt someone. It teaches you something. It corrects you. You feel it. You fix it. And it leaves. Planted guilt is different. It comes whenever someone wants something from you. It does not teach you anything. It just keeps coming back. Every time you try to set a limit, it appears. Every time you try to say no, it appears. Every time you try to leave, it appears. Learn to tell them apart. When the guilt is real, act on it. When it is planted, drop it. No explanation needed. Machiavelli advised, never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Manipulators understand this. They cannot force you with strength, so they trick you with guilt. They make you feel like the villain for protecting yourself. You are not the villain for refusing to be used. You are not selfish for protecting your time. You are not cold for saying no. Put down the weapon they handed you. It was never meant for you to carry. Now type this in the comments. I drop the guilt that isn't mine. Secret 4. They pull strings through your reactions. Here is something nobody tells you. Every reaction you give a manipulator is fuel for them. When you get angry, they win. When you get hurt, they win. When you defend yourself, they win. When you explain, they win. When you panic, they win. Why? Because your reaction tells them which buttons work. And once they know which buttons work, they will press those buttons forever. You think you are standing up for yourself. You are actually handing them the controller. The person who reacts to everything is the person being played by everyone. This does not mean you become a robot. It means you control where your reactions are seen. The world does not get free access to your face. Your emotions are not public property. Your reactions are not entertainment for people who never earned them. Start with the pause. When someone pokes at you, do nothing, not a word, not a sigh, not a look, just pause. The pause feels uncomfortable. That discomfort is the exact moment they expected you to feed them. Don't feed them. When you stop reacting, something strange begins to happen. The person trying to pull your strings starts pulling harder. They get louder. They get more dramatic. They try new tricks. They press every button they know about. Let them. Stay quiet. Stay calm. Watch them exhaust themselves on a wall that no longer responds. When a person cannot get a reaction from you, two things happen. Either they leave or they grow. Either way, you win. Machiavelli said, "A wise man does at once what a fool does finally." A fool reacts first and thinks later. A wise person thinks first and often decides not to react at all. Your silence is not weakness. Your stillness is not surrender. It is the most powerful answer you can give to someone who is trying to move you. Drop this message in the comments. My reactions are mine to give. Secret 5. Stop leaking information about yourself. Every time you open your mouth to a manipulator, you give them a new tool. You tell them what you fear. They use that fear. You tell them what you want. They dangle it in front of you. You tell them what hurt you in the past. They reopen the wound. You tell them your plans. They sabotage them. You tell them your dreams. They mock them or quietly steal them. Most people leak information without even thinking. They share everything because they believe that is what closeness is. It is not. Closeness is not telling everyone everything. Closeness is choosing carefully who gets to know what. Not everyone gets full access to your life. That is not a rule you have to apologize for. That is the basic security of a free mind. Watch what happens when you stop sharing freely. Notice who keeps asking questions. Notice who gets uncomfortable when you don't answer. Notice who gets angry that you have privacy. These are the exact people you were never supposed to tell anything to. The ones who respect your silence are the ones who deserved your stories. The ones who demand your information are the ones who would have used it against you the moment it became useful. Machiavelli said, "Men in general judge more by the eyes than by the hands, for everyone can see, but few can feel. Most people only see what you show them, so show carefully. Show less than you feel, speak less than you know, reveal less than you plan. Save your real thoughts for the few people who have earned them, and earn means earned over time, not earned in one good conversation." A private mind is a powerful mind. It cannot be predicted, it cannot be played, it cannot be controlled, because nobody quite knows where it is going next. Make your inner world a locked room. Hand out keys slowly. Take some keys back when needed. Now, comment this below. My mind is a locked room. Secret 6. Refuse every label they try to hand you. Every time someone calls you something, they are trying to put you in a box. Sensitive, difficult, cold, selfish, too much, too quiet, too loud, too serious, not serious enough, bossy, pushover, strange, boring. These are not descriptions. These are cages with words written on them. Once a label sticks, you start behaving like it. You shrink yourself to fit inside. You apologize for being who you are. You try to prove the label wrong, which only proves to them that you care about it. This is one of the slickest forms of control. The manipulator doesn't even have to fight you. They just give you a name, and then you fight yourself. You are not what they called you. You are not their description. You are not their interpretation of you. The moment someone hands you a label, you have three options. Pick it up and wear it. Argue against it and stay stuck on it. Or just put it down and walk away. The third option is the only one that gives you freedom. Don't argue with the label. Arguing keeps you trapped inside it. Just refuse to carry it. Let the word fall to the floor. Let them keep saying it if they want. Words only have power when you pick them up. Watch what happens when you stop reacting to the labels people throw. The person who keeps using them runs out of fuel. They start to look small. They start to look like someone throwing stones at a wall that does not flinch. Machiavelli wrote, "Hatred is gained as much by good works as by evil," meaning, no matter what you do, some people will paint you in dark colors. That is not your problem to fix. That is their problem to carry. You do not owe anyone the version of yourself that fits their convenience. You owe yourself the version of you that is real. Now, comment below if you agree. I refuse every label that isn't mine. Secret 7. Make your decisions where no one can see. Here is a quiet rule almost nobody follows. The decisions you announce in public are the decisions most likely to fail. When you say something out loud too early, you give people the chance to talk you out of it. They will tell you why it is a bad idea. They will list every reason it won't work. They will share stories of others who tried and failed. They will plant doubt in places where you had certainty just 1 hour ago. Even people who love you will do this. Not always because they want to hurt you. Sometimes because your decision quietly makes them uncomfortable with their own life. But there is a deeper reason to keep your decisions private. The moment you announce something, you become bound to people's reactions. If they cheer, you might pursue it for their cheers. If they doubt, you might pursue it to prove them wrong. Either way, the decision is no longer fully yours. It has been split between you and the audience. The free mind decides in silence. It plans in silence. It moves in silence. It only speaks after it has already done. This is not secrecy for the sake of mystery. This is protection for the sake of clarity. When you decide alone, you hear your own voice clearly. When you decide in a crowd, you hear 10 other voices first, and yours becomes the smallest one in the room. Train yourself to sit with a decision before sharing it. Test it inside your own head. Walk with it for a few days, then act. The announcement, if you even make one, comes last, not first. Machiavelli once warned, "It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver." But you don't even need to deceive anyone, you just need to stop telling them. Their assumptions about you become their problem, not yours. Let people guess. Let them be surprised. Let your life make the announcements your mouth never made. A controlled person tells everyone what they are about to do. A free person tells no one and simply does it. Now, type it into the comments. My decisions are made in silence. Secret 8. Become ungovernable. This is the final secret. This is where everything before it comes together. To be ungovernable is to live in such a way that no person, no system, and no pressure can move you against your own will. It does not mean you are aggressive. It does not mean you are rude. It does not mean you fight everyone you meet. It means you cannot be quietly steered. You cannot be subtly nudged. You cannot be slowly bent until you forget what shape you were in the first place. The ungovernable person has done 8 things at once. They saw the cage they were in. They cut the approval cord. They dropped the guilt that was never theirs. They stopped giving reactions on command. They stopped leaking their inner life to strangers. They refused every label handed to them. They started making decisions in private. And now they walk through the world in a different way than everyone else. You can feel it when you meet someone like this. They are warm but not eager. They are calm but not flat. They listen, but they don't absorb everything. They consider what you say, but they don't bend to it. They are present, but there is something in them you cannot touch, something you cannot quite name. This is mental freedom. This is the rare thing. Most people will never have it, not because they cannot, because they are unwilling to pay the price. The price is being misunderstood. The price is losing approval. The price is being called difficult. The price is some people leaving your life and never coming back. You will pay this price. But here is what you get in return. You get yourself back, the real one. The one buried under decades of borrowed voices, borrowed fears, borrowed rules, and borrowed definitions of who you were supposed to be. You get a mind that no one can rent, no one can rewrite, and no one can run for you. Machiavelli once wrote, "The wise man does immediately what the fool does eventually." Eventually, every controlled person has to face the truth that they wasted years living inside someone else's idea of who they should be. You don't have to wait for eventually. You can decide right now, in this moment. When you become ungovernable, the people who used you will be angry. They will accuse you of changing. They will ask what happened to you. They will say you have become cold, distant, different. They are right. You have. And it is the best thing that ever happened to you. Let them adjust, or let them leave. Both are fine outcomes. You no longer make decisions based on what they need from you. You belong to yourself now. You started this video as one kind of person. You are finishing it as another. You now know 8 things almost no one is ever taught. You know how to spot the cage. You know how to cut the approval cord. You know how to drop the guilt that isn't yours. You know how to stop reacting on command. You know how to stop leaking your inner world. You know how to refuse every label. You know how to make decisions in silence. You know how to become ungovernable. This is not something you do once. This is how you live from this day forward. The first week will be hard. Old voices will come back. Old guilt will visit. Old people will test you. You will be tempted to slip back into the familiar cage because the cage was at least known. Do not go back. You have already seen too much. From now on, every time someone tries to manipulate you, you will notice the move. Every time someone tries to guilt you, you will see the script. Every time someone tries to control you, you will feel the strings. And every time, you will have a choice. Stay or leave, speak or stay silent, react or pause, bend or stand still. You will start choosing freedom over comfort. You will start choosing your truth over their approval. You will start choosing your own voice over the crowd's voice. This is the secret that nobody told you. Mental freedom is not given to you. It is taken, quietly, daily, one refusal at a time. You cannot be manipulated when you see every move before it happens. You cannot be controlled when you no longer need their approval to feel real. You cannot be owned when your mind belongs only to you. The strings are cut. The cage is open. The voice you hear inside your head from this moment forward is your own. Now, walk out and live like it.